A preacher uses his pulpit to preach against a church down the street. One friend's patting you on the back just so they can find a place to stick the knife. Wait, what? If you ever watch my podcast very often, you know that I'm an animal lover. I got animals everywhere. I've got cats. In fact, I've got 2 new kittens outside. If you want one, we're giving cats away. I've got chickens out there. This is Lucy. Lucy's probably one of my best friends. She loves me, and you can tell, man, that it's the first time I've ever had a dog that when I come home, she's not only excited to see me, but she hugs me too. Really, really cool dog. But she's got something funny that she does. She disassociates part of my body from the rest of my body, my feet. For some reason, my feet drive her crazy, and I'm not exactly sure, because she doesn't attack me. She loves me. She hugs me. She's just a very, very loving animal, but she doesn't like my feet. I'm going to see if I can get her to show you what I'm talking about, and I have to put on shoes for this because she eats me up. Watch this, see if she'll do it. She don't like it. Come here. Come here. But see, when it comes to me, she just loves me. If you are hell-bent on trying to call out part of the body and try to teach everyone a lesson and maybe run the church that you're in, or maybe dogging out your Christian brothers, you're doing no different than what you saw Lucy doing over there to my feet. It's the same thing. Hey, you so sweet. Why don't you like my foot? So see what I'm talking about? She disassociates part of my body from the rest of my body because she loves me, but she doesn't like my feet. And I'm not really exactly sure why. This is what the Bible says about it. This is found in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and this is starting with verse 14. Listen to what it says. Yes, the body has many different parts, not just one part. And if the foot says, I'm not part of the body, I'm not a hand, does that make it any less part of the body? And if the ear says, I'm not a part of the body because I'm not the eye, would that make it any less part of the body? And if the whole body were an eye, would you be able to hear? Or if the whole body were an ear, well, how would you smell anything? Either way, that's what we're talking about today. How can you disassociate part of the body? We love the body, and each of those parts all work together, but yet sometimes we'll pick out one and we'll jump on that one and we'll publicly harass that one and say hurtful things about that one, when really they're part of the body. It gets on my nerves, and it should get on yours too. You know, it's interesting to me that whenever something on our body hurts, the first thing we do is another part of the body comes to the rescue. Let's say you get something in your eye. Immediately your hand's doing this on your eye trying to fix it. Let's say that you get a scratch or a cut. You rub it like this because the nerve stimulation of the area around that is pleasant. It relieves pain. You get a headache. Sometimes you'll rub your forehead, your temples, like this. That's what we do. Parts of the body come to the rescue of other parts of the body. They don't go and intentionally inflict pain on the other part of the body. You don't see people beating themselves up, not if they're right in the mind. And we have people that are in our faith that are supposed to be our brothers and our sisters, and they're beating us up. They're beating each other up. They're beating themselves up, and they're not right. Her tail wags with me, and she doesn't have any trouble with me. It's my feet. Hey. Hey, it's just my foot, it's me. It's a good thing I've got that boot on, isn't it? Because she's eating me up. It's not something that the body does to itself. You got to see that if Jesus is the head of the body and we are all different parts working together, then we come to each other's rescue and we love each other. What if the one that is doing the attacking is not part of the body? Does that ever happen in our metaphor? Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes people are attacked by wild animals. Sometimes people take in things that are not part of the body, that are foreign, that are carcinogenic and cause cancer. And, those things would be a lot like the folks that act like part of the body, but they're really not. A carcinogenic comes in, a cancer begins to grow. It acts like it's part of the body, but it's not. It's actually killing the body. Good metaphor there. But man, those attacks hurt, don't they? Especially when they come from someone that you love, like a pastor or a friend or a family member. It's painful sometimes. You can look at me, if you say you're part of the body, if you say you're a Christian, you can look at me and tell me to go away. You can look at me and tell me to hate your guts, never speak to you again, and that's fine. I'll give you all the space that you need, but I want you to know something. I love you. I love you. Because Jesus in me loved you enough that he died for you, and you're part of the body. I'm going to try to come to your rescue, but if you don't want it, or you walk away from it, I can't control that. So you need to know that. That's part of it. I love you. I love you. And I'm going to do my best to continue giving you heaven.